What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I want to make a quick video today talking about government contracting in 2020 and government contracting in 2021. Okay, so first, let's talk about 2020. Actually, first, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys. So yes, government contracting in 2020, right? Let's talk about that. Then 2021. So in 2020, we were in the middle of the pandemic, right? What happened during the pandemic? Everything shut down. The government went into printing mode, right? They started printing money, just pumping it into the economy to stimulate the economy, right? And essentially save jobs, building out people. In the middle of the pandemic, Uber won an $810 million contract. Who were they picking up in the middle of the pandemic? I didn't get an Uber ride in the middle of the pandemic, right? But they won an $810 million contracts. So in 2020, everything shut down, but the government was still printing money. So everything shuts down. Now, what's a small business do? They go into panic mode, right? Because they need to drive revenue, but they're not doing government contracts. So what happens? They go under, right? Now, imagine if you were doing government contracts. You'd be in a position because now you can actually provide a solution to the government. You can pivot your company. Doing government contracts make your company recession-proof. Like my business grew during the pandemic. It grew because the government was the only one that was operating. They were literally the only one operating throughout the whole pandemic. Everything else shut down, apart from the Amazons and the Walmarts, right? But everything else was shut down. But the government kept on printing and printing and printing money. And what happens? The government prints money, they give it to businesses, and those businesses hire employees, right? The employees now pay the government back in taxes. So 2020 was the year to enter the government market, at least enter the government market and set your roots, set the foundation down, because every government employee, every government agency, contract officer, they were home. They were home, bored out of their minds, waiting for you to respond, because everything slowed down for the government. I used this time during the pandemic to build relationships, right? Get to know all the contract officers. I wasn't even just reaching out just to find an opportunity. I was reaching out just to say, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I know you're bored as hell at the house. I just want to have a conversation. They were literally begging for conversations because they were so bored out of their minds, because everybody was working from home. So I used this pandemic to gain momentum in the government market, right? And as the year ended, the economy started opening back up. They started putting more contracts out there because they did not spend their budget, right? Because of the pandemic. Now, come 2021, what's gonna happen? People are getting back to work. The government is trying to stimulate the economy, right? How do they stimulate the economy? They print money, give it to businesses. Businesses hire employees. Employees pay the government back in taxes. Unemployment rate goes down, and guess what? Economy is up, right? So this is the year to enter the government market. Everything is gonna go up. It's gonna go up. Everything is gonna go up, and it's gonna be stuck. It's up and it's stuck, right? So 2021, how do you leverage government contracting to take your business to the next level? Well, for instance, Biden is president and he wants infrastructure and green energy, right? If you're in those spaces, enter the government market. Matter if you're in any space, enter the damn government market, because they're going to be pumping money into the economy. There's going to be opportunities left and right for the next few years. It's going to be just spend as much money as possible. Just spend. And how do they spend it? They print it, they give it to businesses. If your business is not in the government market, please enter the government market. You can sell to your state government, provide PPE, janitorial services, landscaping, facility management, construction, IT, like health industry. Like the health industry is going to be going up the roof because of the pandemic, right? IT also going to go off the roof because IT is developing, all the time. Construction, building new infrastructure, as Biden said. Green energy, that's coming also. There's going to be so much opportunity in the government market, and please do not miss this opportunity, because 20 years from now, your kid's going to ask you, Mom, Dad, what were you doing during the pandemic? Oh, I was sitting around waiting for everything to pass by. Or you're going to say, hey, while everybody was sitting, I was building relationships. I was bidding on government contracts. And that's why you have the life you have now, because I was not sitting around waiting for somebody to come and save me. Because nobody's going to save you. This whole pandemic just showed us that nobody is going to come and save you. Nobody. Not a single individual is going to come save you. That's why it's very important for you to want to save yourself. So how do you save yourself? You do business with the government. You make your business recession proof. Selling to Sally, selling business to consumer can only do so much. You can only sell to so many, you can only sell to one individual so many different times, right? Business to business, you can only sell to a business so many different times. But business to government, you can sell to them an infinite amount of times. That's why it's very important to literally start selling to the government. They buy everything. They're the biggest buyer, the biggest spender. They literally buy everything and they just print the money. If they ran out of money, they would just print more. That's by saying the government prints the money, let's collect it. You're only one contract away. You're literally one contract away, just one. And all it takes is just submitting a bid. If you can read and write, you can win government contracts. Just figure out what you want to submit a bid on. If you've seen the movie War Dogs, right, with Jonah Hill, what did he do? He was just a reseller. Middle person, manufacturer, government. The government needs ammunition and guns. What did he do? He called the manufacturer, hey, I need these ammunitions and guns. Hey, this AK-47 and all this ammunition. Okay, perfect. This is my price. Perfect. Submits the bid to the government and he underbids by $50 million. Still wins the contract. Now he has to go deliver the ammunition to the government. That's one, being a reseller. You're reselling different products to the government. Two, being a contractor. As a contractor, you provide the services directly to the government. If the government needs guns and you provide guns, sell it to the government. You're a contractor. You don't need a middle person. You are the contractor. And the third way to make money is to be a consultant. I'm a consultant. I help other businesses win government contracts. I like being in the office making deals happen. That's what I love to do. I love being behind the scenes making the deals happen because I know that without me, they will not be able to grow their business because I'm the subject matter expert. I dictate my own terms, right? They need me. I don't need them. Well, I need businesses, yes, right? But they need me more, right? So, as a consultant, you know how to win government contracts and you help other businesses win. Now, the thing about government contracting is there's a huge shortage of businesses in the government market. And it's even a greater shortage of businesses that are already in the government market that actually know how to win government contracts. Meaning that there's less businesses in the government market that know how. Okay, what I'm trying to say is most businesses in the government market have no idea how to actually go win a government contract. They have their DUNS number, they have their SAM registration, they have no idea how to actually go win the contract. You can help them. Either way, you can make money in the government market. Like my business literally skyrocketed throughout this whole pandemic. And if you were not selling to the government, your business probably took a huge dip. You know? So the question is, are you gonna enter the government market? If so, please enter. And leave a comment and subscribe to the channel because you're only one contract away, okay? I tried to make this video like kind of serious and stuff. I don't know if it worked, but please enter the government market, okay? Enter the government market. That's my serious face. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video.